Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is back in the base. You're gonna do this is how we do text, baby. Man, it does back. You know it is. No, it is. The only place, 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 only place gonna get it. Only place, only place, only place, only place, only place gonna get it. Only place gonna get it. Only place gonna get it is right back in the basic. Y'all gonna do this is how we do text, baby. Man, it does back. You know it is. No, it is. Real men rise up. Fake men rise down. Real women rise up. Fake women rise down. Practice word preacher, preach on. And today's topic to talk about is the only place you ever gonna get is right. Only place you ever gonna get it right back basic. And today's topic we're gonna talk about is I was watching I forgot this brother's name. He followed me on Twitter. Uh uh I forgot what this dude's name. Uh boy Watkins, Mr. Watkins, man. I watching his video. He was talking about why are most white people are scared to talk about racism. Mr. Wallace, I hate to say this, there's a policy for white folks not to speak about racism. Duh. Come on. White people were slaves, okay? Believe it or not. I don't know how true that is, but they had two books, was White Cargo or White Gold. You can look this stuff up. But for some odd reason we don't want to talk about this. We you know what bothers me, we act like we the only people that's been villainized and been victimized so much. Look, I understand my folks went through a lot of stuff behind racism. I know that. I know it. I know it. I know it. I see it every day. But the thing is, I don't care. I'm not gonna waste my time to get everybody, the whole world, to like me. The only ones who gonna like me is the ones who gonna like me for who I am, not what I am, but how I am as a person. And this is what some of my folks need to stop doing. Look, I understand that white folks slave us. I get that. I understand it. I know it's painful. But we are begging for some people to love us and understand. I mean, I understand that. Because deep down we look at whites and Latinos and Asians and all the rest of these people, they come from us. But you know the saddest part, they don't think the same way when they think about us. And that's an issue behind that. That's still an issue. I'm gonna tell you where this problem come from. It started from 200 years ago. But see, for some reason, we don't want to hear history, and we damn sure don't want to hear knowledge. Now, whites and Asian and everybody else, you got some people don't want to hear knowledge, but in the black community, we hate knowledge. We hate knowledge. We hated it, especially black men. They hate knowledge. We don't use our brain. We will smoke weed, getting high, getting drunk, having sex with a lot of women. When I say we do all that, I'm not saying me who gauge in that. I'm saying brothers, black men who gauge in these things. Most black men do not give a damn. You want to know how I know? Because my sister's boyfriend is whatever his name is. This dude, we was talking about some couple stuff, and he trying to get me to listen to this guy, Kevin Gates. And I told him that all this guy ever talk about is street life. That's all he talks about. He talking about that people get tired of talking about the same old thing. Yeah, that too. I understand that's something that's all they know. That's all they know. Just like there's certain things I know. That's all the things I know is knowledge and wisdom and very intelligently. But for some odd reason, like I said, I'm not surprised because if you've been conditioned, a group of people think that you're the one that's wrong. You should be low in the pole like they is. You trying to get more ahead as them. It's like basically making fun of a group of kids in high school. You got couple of smart kids and couple of dumb kids. Who they gonna make fun of? The smart kids. You ever wonder why they always make fun of smart kids? Because they know those kids gonna be the ones gonna be something. But them dumb kids are the ones ain't gonna be anything. They know what's going on. They just not interested in the things that you're talking about. Basically, in other words, leave them alone. Don't say anything. When he told me that, tired of the same old thing, talking about knowledge and wisdom, somebody said, don't you think when you talk about knowledge and wisdom and all that, don't you think that people get tired of that? See, this is a mindset. But first he was said that knowledge is the key of power to book and reading and writing. That is the ways of using power to build stuff. Then now he's not interested. So what that tell you? And this is a black man told me this. I expect that from every other people. But I guarantee who listen to this conversation, it'd be a bunch of group of people from other outside of the other races, but it ain't gonna be the same in the same race of kind of my own. We don't want to hear that. Dr. Bill Watkins, whatever your name is, brother. Have you? You're a smart, intelligent man. I can tell. But have you ever go to Europe? Have you ever go down there? Because you got to go back all the way to 1500, the 1400, the 1300, and the 1200 and 1100, whatever. You got to go back to those eras where they claim where the original humanity was over there in the Neanderthals that they claim. And some people say that they have a lost, distant, certain cousin. Let's say if Obama and Bush are cousins. People are going to laugh at this, but if you ever wonder, because they put two pictures and they do look like they're matched. But for years, whites and blacks fucking each other. For years. Nobody wants to say anything. Why you think in the music video, Michael Jackson, Black and White, bunch of showing a black kid with a black kid with that's sitting on the world right along with the other white kid. Basically, the blue represent the black kid, and the red represent is the white kid. The white child, the black child. The black child is blue. The red child is the black child is blue. The red child is white child. So that explains why there's so much racism going on, and it started from the Neanderthals and the Homo sapiens. Black people are the Neanderthals. Now some blacks got the Neanderthal DNA, but they trying to say they doesn't. That's bullshit because they're saying that black people don't. They trying to say they was involved by apes. That's a damn lie. And a matter of fact, I'm gonna download a video. It's gonna show and prove that they need to get off of this ancient animal philosopher theory that people were invaded by apes and the modern human was European. I don't believe a word some Europeans saying because they're lying. Because if that's the case, then why the hell they hate black people so much? I'll tell you why they hate black people, because it started off from the Bible. The reason why I say it started from the Bible is because this is how whites been taught. Not all. You got the Mormons. They believe that black people is descendants of Satan because they're trying to say we're the death of the damn spot. Saying that black was always symbolized of death. I'm telling you, even Martin Luther King said this years ago. But it's funny when you look at their cultures, they always wear the color black. It's funny. It's funny. Even the Ku Klux Klan wearing black robes. Some wear red robes, blue robes. Some even wear pink. You would think that's a gay color, or a purple robe. I mean, it's funny, and they claim they're a Christian nation. Because if they're a Christian's organization, that's what they claim. If that's the case, ain't that being a foolish to call yourself Christian? Because if you look at the definition of what it means to be a Christian, conspiracy dude explained this. He said Christian means is mentally retarded and stupid. So that's necessary to call yourself Christian. Because if you were a Christian, you would die for anything you believe in, anything you would stand for. It's your main purpose and your main destiny. That's a real Christian. But I'm talking about self-sacrifice. Let's all go home. But some people don't want to go home. They rather stay here and deal with this evil-minded world. They rather serve their purpose to Luciferian of this planetization world than dealing with God of humanity and open up the heaven folly gates, in heavenly gates where we can all right be above all this. They want to keep living this depressing but depressed world. So that what that tell you right there? What does that tell you? Because if you're a real true Christian, you're gonna die for everything you believe. Because Jesus died for you, but why you won't die for him? People say that they'll do it, but they wouldn't do it. Come on. I mean that showed me right there. And Luciferians, in other words, people can continue to do what the hell they want. People can continue to be racist. People can continue to selling drugs, committing doing crimes. People are gonna go out there and sending people troops to wars. It's gonna be more to that. It's in the Bible regulation. It's in there. People are very aware about something. Most people don't give a damn. That's why I don't say anything and let people see it for themselves, because they're gonna get few to the fire. They don't care about that. Dr. Bill Watkins, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it is. And another thing that black people need to stop talking about, this so-called white supremacy, because there's white supremacy is basically about what it means to be a white person. Basically trying to say that white people is more superior to any other race, even including the blacks. That's what it is. But why do they think like that? I mean, I'm gonna tell you this. Did you know that the Ku Klux Klan was the Knight Templars? When I heard this, I didn't believe it. But when I look at their symbols, that explains it. I even heard Alex Jones even said that I wish I would. Somebody said that I want to have a trade of a Swiss system. So what does that tell you? How you think these Europeans getting this money? He said, I want to switch the bank to a switch right now. Everything is a damn switch. Switch doctors, switch cheese, switch lawyers, switch agents, switch something. When you say a sticker of a SWAT sticker is always switch. When you say SWAT, it's switch SWAT. See, that explains every goddamn thing, how this racism got started. Then you got the Moors and all that, been educated by 1415. They killed them off because they were slaving the men and women, even their own, enslaving Europeans, Asians. The slave Europeans, Italians, and even the damn of slave their own people. Yeah, the Moors, they did that. You can look it up, because when I heard about the Moors, I don't know nothing about the Moors, but look them up. It explains a lot. That explains it. I can't believe the Ku Klux Klan was all the way from Switzerland. You think Ku Klux Klan was originated from South Carolina, New Bern, when same thing New Bern is burnt to cross. That explains it. The only reason why they hate black people because in the early days they were black. This is why. They will never admit, they will never tell you why they hate black folks. We need to get that through our damn heads to understand these people are part of us. We're their missing counterpart. We're their missing trading link. But we don't get this. We don't get it. Even if you're trying to explain to black people, they want to argue with you. Even whites wouldn't get it. Whites know damn well that many of their family members got some black blood in them. Not all, but many of them. Because you know what they say. Chocolate and cream do go together if you do think about it. But anybody who said it doesn't, they be lying. They be lying if they say it don't go together. But yet they're talking about they hate another person, then turn around and doing the activities like they're doing. I say fuck this scientific racism, man. Fuck that, all that shit. I said I hope that shit, that racist philosophy, the racist system will fucking die. Everything about it just make me sick. They're trying to save their damn race. But I even heard a white guy on YouTube kept making videos and saying that the white race is going to die out. And I even heard black girls say the black race died. So what does that tell you? So we're not the most dominant like we think we are. Because basically saying we're superior to white. Whites think they're superior because they got more smart brain cells than higher brain skulls than any other race. And they even think that they all their accomplishment and chief accomplished they had. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everything was not built in Europeans. Some were built Europeans, but there was built by Africans, even Asian. But you will never hear that. You always hear European, European, European. Now don't get me wrong. And they always saying that whites stole something from creation of Africans. I don't know how true that is. We'll never know. But if it is, that explains why the race relation. Then how the Asians play all this? Because when you hear about Asians, they've been discriminated from their own people and been discriminated by Europeans, even probably blacks. You never know. For some odd reason, it does make sense why there's so much racism. There's a real reason why a lot of this stuff is taking place over there in Ferguson and over there in Florida. There's a real reason why these things are going on in Boston Marathon and over what happened in France and all this other stuff. We bought in the lie. Yeah, we really bought the lie, and we hate to admit that we've been tricked. We hate to admit that, and people hate when they admit when they're wrong. They hate to admit that. Most people, that's why they so-called majority. Majority people means they speak half a majority of people who represent for you. See, that's Republicans right there. They think like that. They like the color red and the red corner and the blue corner. That's Democrats as power over the people. People, the system overpower the system, the system over the people. The power over the system over the people. Which is it? Is it going to change for the better for the system, or is it going to change for the better of the people? I want people to ask me that question, or it should be changed for the better for the system and the people together. Because I'm telling you, that explains a lot how whites and Asians and everybody else, even blacks, how they was taught in the household. A lot of people guilty of that. They hear these racial slurs and they don't even know what it means. They don't know. But ask them what these certain slurs, what it means. What does spick mean? What does nigger means? What does cracker means? What does fag means? What does bitch means? Ask these words what these words meant. What does words anti-Semitic means? What does word anti-Islamic? Ask these racial slurs mean. Like sand nigger, anti-Zionist. Ask these what these words meant, or Christ killer, or you know, or Jewishes. Look this stuff up. That explains why there's so much racism. That explains it why everybody's been taught. Look, if people want to stick with their own race, let them do their own thing. Everybody else need to shut the fuck up with this damn race shit. I'm so sick and tired of hearing this. I'm sick and tired of hearing from my own, and I damn sure get sick and tired of everybody else talk about it. But tell the real truth how racism really got started. Why there's so much tension between black and white. And somebody lied to blacks and somebody lied to whites, and they buying the stuff they taught. But they ain't gonna say nothing about it. So what that tell you? They don't want nothing to change. It's just like moving to a couch in the next room, and the next room, and the next room, and the next room. Sometimes I feel like I want to go to Heaven Gates right now, get the hell up out of here. I said these people are crazy. They sit out here, they playing that game. You think these crackers and these niggas gonna change? No, but they're the real reason why there's so much problems. They ain't gonna change. If you think the crackers and niggas ain't gonna change, the bitches ain't gonna change either. Come on, even the dudes ain't gonna never change. You got these whores, sweatful, just thirsted ass, dog ass dudes. They're just sweating off these chicks, and this is why a lot of domestic violence taking place, and why feminists got started. But they'll tell you the man is the first, but how the woman gave the birth to the man. It was the woman. So that makes the woman the first and the man second. You see what I'm talking about. I said that's why people need to be careful when they read the Bible, and they need to read it real good and what it explain. And all this stuff that people hating black is because that the Genesis of 9 and 2 or something like that, when they said that Cain was molesting, I mean Ham was molesting Canaan, but it was Noah was the one molesting Canaan. It was Noah. If people can look this stuff up, white Christians know this, even so-called black Christians know this. But everybody claims they're a Christian. But I never heard people say they're Satanists. Never. And it's the opposite against the Christianity. It's the opposite go against the church. If you got to go against the church, you go against the Lord. If you go against the Lord, you go against the church, right? Every time when people get involved in the government, God, religion, and church, God, religion, people suffer it all the time, and they don't practice the same faith. You think these politicians practice the same faith that we do? No. They believe the father of this world, and I ain't gonna say his name, so you know what I'm talking about. But the most devilish trick to get everybody convinced the world he don't exist, but in reality he does. He's a reflection of you, anyone. He's the eye of beautiness and evil chaos and chaos of corruption and corruptionness. But the funny thing, nobody wants to say anything about it. That's why I don't say nothing about this. Because what's the point having this conversation? People are gonna continue to be racist. Or they need to kick their goddamn ass, or just basically pray for them because they don't know any better. That is a racist illness. That's like saying a 5-year-old and a 9-year-old fight over a box of goddamn crayons, and that's the Democrats and Republican color. Where you think Crips and Bloods come up in here? Where you think Crips and Bloods got started? It started from the Democrat and Republican, and they playing both of them. Even Mike Tyson said that the boxing is taken by the government or corporation. It would have taken by the government now, especially boxing. Boxing is a bunch of $1 billion industry. Even much it ain't making much billion like porn is. Porn is a huge big market industry. Everybody watch porn. Anybody who don't watch porn, they be lying. And made more money than NBA, NFL, and MLB. Made more money than in NHL. It made more money than all this is National Hockey League and Major League Baseball, NBA National Association. I mean National Basketball Association, and National Football League. You know, you can look all this stuff up. Even made more money than Olympics. You can look all this stuff up, but everybody, that this is why, it ain't worth trying to risk your life and trying to save these people, because they're gonna get led to the slaughter. You got the children of the sheep and children of the goats. Everybody knows the children of the goats is they the left path of the left wrong path. But if you're the of the children of the sheep, you're in the right, or you're in the right in the right path. Some say that the God and devil is one and the same. I don't know how true that is, because they always say that good is evil and evil is good. Nothing can never get rid of the good. Nothing can never get rid of evil. But what it does, it can bring the set of boundary and set different balancement from each other. Because this race stuff is a sickness, illness. That's what it is, and people been taught. And because they're afraid, and the only reason why they act like that, because they're afraid they're killing off their race. They're afraid what means to be this typical racist person. They're afraid that people don't understand them. They can't understand people. But that don't make it right. Killing other race of people, it don't make it right. It don't make it right if they come at black, Jew, white, like whatever. I don't fuck a racist. That's just the way they are. But at the same time, you have to pray for them because the way they was raised and the way they was taught, that's how they brought up. And then you got these black nationalists and the black Israelites and the so-called Nation of Islam. Fuck them, all of them. They've been seen as basically trying to say they react to white racism. You basically trying they react to black racism because if that's the case, if these black supremacists react to white racism. So that make it the white supremacists make the react to black racism. So they both are guilty with this of this mindset, and that make it white supremacists. They make it seem like they anti-black, but they really anti-white. And that makes it seem like the black supremacists, they think they anti-white, but they really anti-black. Fuck both of them. And whites and blacks are so damn stupid to buy into this. I knew ever since Obama got in there, people lost their goddamn mind. They really have. They lost their mind. They knew that people don't want nothing to change. They don't. If the people don't want to change, what makes you think the system itself wants some change? They don't. If you want real change, take some realization, make some real change for yourself. As a people in black community, we don't have a goddamn power. Name one black man and black woman own any goddamn thing. Now you might say Africans. They even said African is a rich continental country. You got some Africans who are rich, ain't done damn thing for their people. Now some will do, some don't. And you got they say Europeans run that country. Some say Europeans been slaughtered over there. And if it is, that's sad because they wouldn't like if somebody was slaughtered at them if they was over there in Europe. Just like it wouldn't be the same. It ain't right to attack an Asian person just because he go to Africa want to make business. Let it be a black person make business with Asia. It would be the same reaction. Why said Asians and blacks and everybody else need to stop attacking each other, period. If these countries for everybody ain't included for one type of race, included for everyone. Even if they're not the same value of race or certain value with no race. So Dr. Bill Walker, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, man, if people are gonna like you, if they're gonna like you, if they just don't, they just don't. That's just the way it is. And brothers and sisters, if we're gonna have some power, then we gotta create the game to get power. Even if we're gonna do it without help or no help, or no help, or with help, or no help at all. That's all we're going to be better to community. And frankly, we'll have some business to take care of, business to run. And that's all I got to say about that. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Base. Each other do this is how we do text, baby. Until next time. All right. Peace and I'm out.